Alright. Okay everybody, this is out to Madge and Mooch, maybe even Gordo. I run into a problem calibrating my ESCs. So I'm going to run you guys through what I've got going on, because at this point I'm just screaming for help. Okay, I went through and I individually calibrated my ESCs with my Turnegy programming card. I followed Mooch's settings, 3 in here, there, bang, nothing here, and off here. Programmed them all together. I did that, and each and every time I would unplug the power to the ESCs, remove the signal wire, remove the power wire, my I should say a supplement power supply here I created out of an ESC and a battery. That way I get the right voltage for the power supply on this side. But here's what's happening, and let me tell you one other thing I did. I don't mean to ramble on here, but every time I would power these up, instead of taking these individual leads from the ESCs to the power harness, I do not and am not using a power management board. I'm using the harness instead. That's all wired together and with quick disconnects, but I heat shrunk them, so I didn't want to take them all apart. So I powered up the harness each time I programmed an ESC. Now maybe you guys can find, maybe that's wrong and you can tell me that. But I used each individual signal wire into this side, went through the process, uploaded, then unpowered, took it out, took the power out, started over the same thing, each process to each one. And this is what I wound up with. So I'm going to turn the radio on. I have the GUI going. Let me check and make sure you can see that. So you can see that I've got that on. Okay. On here. And as you can tell, this thing's in the middle of assembly. So I am not willing to put it together until I can get this part taken care of. Okay, so we've gone through that process.
Connecting. Connected.
Okay, we are in fact connected. Alright, I'm going to run up to motors.
Motors.
So you guys can see, I'm going to try and zero in on that, how bad these things are off. Zoom in.
Altitude 0 meters.
Hopefully this comes in. Okay, I'm arming. Oh yeah, I got to run that up a little. Okay.
Altitude 0 meters.
Now watch this. Zoom back out. Now if you notice, these things do not start up all together.
Altitude 0 meters.
We have these two motors only starting up. A little more throttle. Then we start up these two. So we're not even in X configuration. We have these 3 arms rolling. These 2 are dead. Still nothing on these 2 till you get up into half throttle, and then they kick in. Now when you're doing yaw, okay, I have this motor going, this one, and this one, as it should be. Back to the center, they all pop. Right yaw, now I have this one, and this one. When you go into forward pitch, those 2 shut down. This one's making a funny noise, this one's singing. Back pitch, these 2 shut down. Those two are going basically the same. But when you drop it down in throttle, that's when weird things start to happen. We're back down to only 4 motors running.
Altitude 0 meters.
2 motors, here and here, going. Then they shut down. Not even quite all the way down in the throttle. The other thing is if you look at the bar graph, which I'm sure some of you are probably wondering why I didn't do in the first place. Yaw. Now anywhere near even. Same thing there. Then in the pitch, you hear them slowing down, making their own noise. So I'm stumped.
0 meters.
I'm definitely stumped. This is my first hex, so I knew there was going to be some other issues, but what could there be in just adding 2 new motors? I had to go back in because the sketch lost the pitch and roll side of the function. Had to clear the EEPROM.
0 meters.
We've heard enough of you.
Disconnected. Disconnected.
So it basically did away with the pitch and roll side of the radio, or at least the control to the motor pinouts. So I'm stumped, guys. I've gone through this exactly the way I'm supposed to, and I still have this crazy configuration. I've redone the sketch. I even went into the sketch twice and did the no-fly definition in the sketch. Loaded it to here. Totally changed all of the settings in the ESCs. I had to go back in and do this all over again, and this is what I'm left with. So if you guys got anything to add to it, or you can think about something I've done wrong, I'm definitely open to hearing about it. This is Newbie signing off.